Hi everyone, it's Destroyer here with an overview of the latest ancient called Tokemi. I did unlock her yesterday in the daily rewards on day 28. And I do have a new calendar, so that does refresh after every 28 days. So you can see here the rewards now are diamonds, primus, gold. There's boost chests on day 7 and 14, as well as a rare ancient chest on day 28. So that's very good. You can buy those from the shop. Now let's have a look at the ancient. Tokemi is a death ancient, which is the same as Yalanati and Nyrax. She's also an epic, which means you can enhance her to level 50. So I've already had 21 wins here with her. She's doing quite well. If I click on the enhance button and then the question mark in the left hand side there, you can see all the levels that you can enhance her to. So as you go higher, the spells increase. For instance, level 46, the mana will increase to 10. That's her starting mana. And the others go quite high as well. So you do need a stronghold level 15 in order to upgrade her to level 50. So back out to this page, have a look at the spells. The spell tower spell is the same as the other death ancients, which is Cursed Touch. It's very powerful. It does a little bit of damage. And the affected units also take 50% increased damage and cannot be healed for 10 seconds. So if you have paladins in there with your troops and they get hit by this cursed touch, they cannot be healed by the paladin for 10 seconds. Likewise with any healing spells that you drop on the troops as well. So it's quite powerful. The first spell is Time Flux, which creates a flux in time that slows enemies by 50% and speeds allies by 50%. So that lasts quite a long time. And the second spell is Space Rift, which rewinds time, returning units to the position and health values they had 5 seconds ago. In addition, units take 50% reduced damage for 3.4 seconds. The next spell is worth 15 mana. The affected targets lose 1% health a second and take 35% bonus damage for 6.5 seconds. So I will show you all of these spells in detail. I have several attacks here to show you. So let's have a look at those now. Here we have the first attack. It does have a lot of buildings around the outside. So I will use the Dragon Roost to snipe these away and increase my starting mana. It will also clear the way for my troops to path through the wall. You do need to keep an eye on the time, since the dragon does take quite a while to take down some of these buildings, like the barracks. So I will save that building in the south for my troops to take down, and mostly focus on the smelters and the portals. So I'm dropping my troops down the bottom here, just spreading them out a little bit to avoid splash damage. Once I have all the troops down there together, I will drop Time Flux, the first spell, which will speed up my allies by 50%. I do have enough of the third spell now, called Decrepify, which will do 1% damage per second, but also increase the damage taken by 35%. So I can take down this stronghold very quickly. I'll keep dropping the first spell, which will allow my troops to move and attack 50% faster. I will keep an eye out on my health of the troops too. If they do take a significant amount of splash damage, I can drop the second spell to rewind time 5 seconds and heal them. So I'm dropping that right now. As you can see, the troops moved back to where they were 5 seconds ago, and their health was also restored to the same position as well. That spell is very time critical. You really need to watch when you drop it. You could end up just moving your troops back to where they were with the same amount of damage. Here we have the second attack now. There isn't as many buildings on the outside. Those that are outside are mostly protected by sky watchers, so it is hard to snipe them with a dragon. But I will drop it on the Dragon Roost here, and then use my troops to take down this clump in the east. So that gives me a decent amount of starting mana. And I will try and attack from the side here. I'm spreading them out just a little bit, just wide enough to avoid splash damage and allow me to drop my first spell. I have all the troops there now. I'm dropping Time Flux, So they're moving and attacking faster now. I want to get them through the wall quickly. I'm now dropping the second spell, which are around time 5 seconds, and they almost have full health again. Drop the first spell again. And I have enough of the third spell now. I'll drop it in this left hand corner. And that will do 1% damage per second and increase the damage they take by 35%. So it's very good at taking down defences. I'll drop it again in this corner. And you can see the 1% damage is very slow. However, when my troops do start to attack it, it will go down 35% faster. There is one more use for the time flux, which slows down enemies by 50%. So this works quite well on defences, and I'll show you that in the next attack. I did actually record the next attack, but somehow I lost that. But I do have it to show you in the battle log. I do have one high level attack here to show you, which is against Hero. He is the hardest base I come across, and 6 honour is the highest I see in Guardian mode. You'll see I use my Taliesin in the Dragon Roost, 2 squads of Paladins, 4 squads of Wardens. I didn't use any Kingdom Portal troops or Battle Boosts. And I used just 1 Space Rift and 3 Time Flux. So we'll have a look at that. This base does have max level walls, so it does take quite a long time to get through them. Not to mention he also has max level arrow launchers and catapults on the conduits. So this is where I'll drop my Time Flux spell right over those defences. This will slow the enemy by 50%, allowing me to get through the wall and also for my paladins to heal my troops. So this really helps me get right into the core here. I dropped the spell a second time right in the core instead of on the troops. Seems to work a lot better that way. I did take a lot of splash damage there, so I did drop the Space Rift spell on my troops, which did heal them quite a lot since it did rewind time 5 seconds. And this managed to clear the way into the core, allowing me to drop my dragon and snipe the stronghold. So this is where Tokemi really comes in handy at high levels, because taking the stronghold down on a base like this is quite an achievement. So I'm very happy with Tokemi on this attack. I can also beat this base using Erasmus, however it's not always 100% successful, so I find Tokemi to be stronger in this case. Also note that my Tokemi is only level 34, it does have another 16 levels to go, so she's surely going to be stronger at higher levels. I hope this video has given you a good insight into Tokemi's abilities, so have fun with her when you unlock her on day 28 of the daily rewards.